Someday we'll be honest to yourself and to the world who looks upon you. The funny thing is that they already know, 'cause it's always all on show. So the lies you tell live in the pocket of your jacket. They torpedo you through your short, bright life. And they run you aground into trouble and strife. Oh, like a siren in the night. Oh boy, did you miss your own reflection in the pond? Oh boy, did you see your true self in your own eyes? Oh boy, did you hear your own voice just now when you spoke? With the voice of another bloke. It's all mirrors and smoke. You cast your beautiful illusions up before your very own eyes, and you're the only one who is fooled by your own disguise. Oh, with your rose-colored eyes. Oh boy, did you miss your own reflection in the pond? Oh boy, do you see your true self in your own eyes? Oh boy, did you hear your own voice just now when you spoke? With the voice of another bloke. And it burns to stare at the sun, and it hurts when two worlds become one, and it tears when your life becomes undone. So don't hide and don't you run, or you'll miss all the fun of the fireworks when two worlds become one. Two worlds become one. Two worlds become one. All right, friends. It is time to launch another single. It's time to do a party popper this time. Boom. Happy single release day to you. I think we also have to do one of these. It's going to become the new ritual, because I know Joe Lane loves this. Happy single release day. This is the 7th single from the album. So I'm super excited about. I'm going to play the song for you. We're going to party. It's 11 in the morning. It's tough to do a single launch at 11 in the morning, and hopefully I don't set fire to anything. But self-worth beyond birth. How are you going? Welcome in. Thanks for coming to celebrate. So the song we're doing today is called "Be Yourself," which is a theme in my life, which is why I'm doing a single launch like this. So I'm just doing it however I decided I wanted to do it. So welcome in if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Best place to do this is to jump over to my YouTube channel, because I do have this cool special microphone here, so everything sounds good. I'm also going to premiere a music video later, so hopefully you can hear me all right. Tim Woods in the house, welcome on in. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is share a little bit about this new song. It's not out yet, it'll be out tomorrow, so this is like the little launch party, so you'll get to hear it. You'll get a free download link for being live here, so you can check it out. I'm going to share some of the artwork that I did, some of the songwriting part of it, and the story behind the song. What up? I have Sarachuk in the house. And we're going to do a potato shot of some sambuca at some point during this. So I hope you brought your own potato and foil. Sweet. So as some of you might know, I recorded an album that I did in Iceland. This is actually the songbook where every day for 25 days, 24 or 25 days, I wrote a new song. And then I mixed it, mastered it. And in the meantime, I released a different album. So I'm only now getting around to releasing this. This is the 7th single called Be Yourself. And maybe I'll tell you the story of it, show you some of the artwork, and then I'll play it, and then we'll all jump over to YouTube to watch the video. But so this started when I was like 13 or 14, and going to an awesome high school with Ive, but I reckon this would have been year 7 or year 8. And we had a mufti day, and it has nothing to do with muffs. It has to do with casual clothing. And I thought I'd try to be pretty cool and different. And so I wore this weird outfit where I had this olive green suit jacket before Ive's time. But you'll remember Mufti Day, Ive. And it had these huge shoulder pads. It was way too big for me. I was still small. I had not sprouted yet. And it must have been my dad's jacket or something. And I was wearing, I don't know, some colourful shirt. And I was just trying to be cool and different. And I obviously looked weird because my brother, who's 3 years older than me, came up to me. And Britt, welcome in. He grabbed me by the shoulders. And he probably realised I was going to get picked on that day for trying to be weird. And he was going through this punk phase and wearing like a white science lab jacket and like jeans with, you know, safety pins and all that sort of stuff. And he just grabbed me by the shoulders and he said, "Mijo, don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks about you, man. Don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about you." And it went right into my psyche because he was being so intense. And I was like, okay. And I just took it on board and I thought, cool, I'll just do whatever the fuck I think I want to do. and it's not always going to be the thing that, I don't know, most people think is the right thing to do or whatever. But who gives a fuck? Just be yourself. And it's pretty, you know, simple advice, or it's cliche advice or whatever. But it ultimately is the best advice, I think, for navigating life is just checking in with who you are and what you want to do and what makes you happy on a deep level, and just fucking do it no matter what other people say or think. So that's where the chorus part comes from. The rest of the song comes from when I was working as a draftsman for, I think I did that for 8 years. And I reached this point where I was just so sick of drawing these parallel lines and going to work. And I had this moment at my desk one day, this very vivid moment where I knew I wanted to be doing music stuff, but I just didn't know really how to do it. And I didn't have the confidence to just fucking do it full time. And I wanted, this backup of a job. And also, my parents were proud of me because I got this really cool office job and I was earning money and whatever. And they're like, oh, he's the best. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Little did they know they'll have to worry about me forever because I'm wacky. But I had this moment at the computer where I was sitting there and then I had this little out-of-body experience where I saw myself from behind myself. And I was just at the computer, just staring at the computer, using my mouse to draw these lines. And then I flashed forward 40 or 50 years and I just thought, am I going to have to do this for the rest of my life? Am I just going to be in this office for the next 40 years or 50 years at this desk, just sitting down, drawing these plans? And the plans were for roads and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't want to be doing this. I want to be playing music. So that moment kind of terrified me. And that's why it's the first lyrics of the song are stand up from your desk, put your pen down, tune into your life. That really came from that moment. And from that moment on, I had to really think about what I wanted to do. And I knew I wanted to do music. So I reckon about 2 weeks later, 2 or 4 weeks later, I quit that job and I bought a ticket to go to Europe. I left and I moved to Berlin. I started touring with my original music and I made money. The first tour I did was 43 shows in 43 days all around Germany. And I made money doing it. And it just absolutely blew my mind. Because I thought, oh man, okay, you can actually do this. You can do this thing. This is a thing. So from then, it was basically no turning back. I just decided, okay, I'm just figuring this out. Thanks, Britt. Love to Mama Biscan. I'll have to pass it on to Super Cooker. Hope you're well. So that was the point of no return. And then lots of good stuff came out of that. I ended up touring with Claire Bowditch and Geordie Lane and Missy Higgins and Tommy Emmanuel, all these people who I admired. Tommy Emmanuel was like a childhood guitar hero of mine. So to get to go on tour with him was just outrageous. And that just wouldn't have happened if I just sat at that desk and I didn't, take the risk and take the leap. And that's the other cliche line that's in the song, which is, leap and the net will appear. I know it's really cliche and I know some people might even think it's reckless, but that's why I've kind of modified that to leap and build the net on the way down. Because there's nothing like leaping that really forces you to focus on making the thing work. So I was basically had to build this little aeroplane on the way down. But I did, and that sort of taught me a lesson that it's important to take risks and it's important to go for what you want to do. Whether without knowing how it's going to work out or whether there's any guarantees of anything, really, you just kind of have to follow it. That's my thing anyway. Phoenix is in the house. Welcome in. All right, so I'll share a little bit about the artwork. So what I had in mind was actually that line of leap and the net will appear. And I needed a reference photo. So this is a picture that I sort of was using for my last album, Golden Moment. And I thought it'd be a nice way to kind of tie it together. So I printed that out. And if you've been following any of what I'm doing, I do these one-line drawings. It's a one-line continuous drawing. So this was the first attempt. I looked a bit chunky in that one. My knee looks really big. I had an inflamed knee. 2024 is a leap year! Oh my god, I did not know that. So that's the first attempt. And then I just did a whole stack of them. This is a very beardy one. Very beardy. That's actually not a bad one. I probably could have used that one. But then I just kind of freestyled this one. And things got pretty wacky there. Just lots of drafts of that. That one's not too bad either. It's actually really hard to do a continuous one-line drawing and get good detail in a face. So if you try and do too much detail, it actually just looks messy. So then I went with a different vibe, which was more of an outline of a body. It looks a little bit like Michael Jordan icon. So tried that again. I did like this one more, but I didn't like how I was going to do the signature. So I decided to flip it to go the other way and add this little cliff that he's jumping off. And then I ended up with this one here. So that is the album, the artwork for this single. Phoenix in the house. Cool. So now you know everything about the song. I'll play it for you. It is 11 in the morning and my voice, you could hear, is already raspy. So I always like to, and Britt, yes, I did do a little bit of warming up. You will be happy to hear. I did a few of these. And I think this will be the first time I've ever played this live. So thanks everyone for being here for this. Appreciate you all. We're going to do this, and then if you're on Instagram or Facebook, jump over to my YouTube channel. On Facebook, there's a link. On Instagram, I can't get in there and type it, but you can go to YouTube and find Mijo Biscan Music and go to the live page, and this will all sound better over there as well. To get excellent, Britt. So here we go. Stand up from your desk, put your pen down, tune into your life, listen to that voice inside your head that says, how did I get here? And stop working so hard, and stop leaving yourself so tired, and start something that you believe in, and start living you. Take a look in the mirror, that gorgeous person. They want you to go for it. Run to the nearest cliff face when you run out of ground. give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. Just be yourself. Oh, don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. Just be yourself. There we go. Rockin' pumpin'. It is a bit punk. I decided to make it a bit punk because of my bro. There we are. So if you are still on Instagram, Facebook, jump over to YouTube. I'm going to play the song and drop a link to get a free download of the song, which is not even out yet. And this is all coming from my forthcoming album called The Cabin of Song, which will be out later in the year, either in November. If it doesn't come out in November, it's going to come out next year, probably February. So you can get an advanced copy of this single. If you decide you want to become a Backstage Pass member, you will get the entire album included, free, 6 months before it's out, or at least a couple of months before it's out. So feel free to do that. Go to my website, mijobiscan.com/BSP. As always, thanks, Phoenix. All right, I'm going to end over here. See ya, Facebook. See ya, Instagram. Big love. Bye. How do I end it? Bye. All right. It's just us, YouTube. It's just us. The real deal. I'm very good, thank you, Phoenix. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm in a good spot. I've been feeling healthy, getting some good rest, releasing a lot of music. Just smashing it. I'm writing songs. I was writing a song earlier today, so lots of cool stuff happening. I am also doing, with the Backstage Pass, we're doing a songwriting stream this Sunday, also 11 a.m. Better for the US folk, eh? Better time zone. Oh, that sounds great, Phoenix. All right, so I'll play the music video. There are actually two, but I think there's like a demo kind of version of when I was writing the song, which is interesting because it has slightly different lyrics and stuff. But I'll play a more complete version where I took all my gear, my guitar, camera, tripod, all this stuff, up a mountain and recorded it. And so it has a really beautiful view at the top. And another reason it kind of works with this song is because of the leap and the net will appear thing. Because I'm standing on top of a mountain near a cliff. So let's jump on over here. All right, here it comes. Enjoy. Stand your pen down. Tune into your life. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Let's try that again. Stand up from your desk. Put your pen down. Tune into your life. Listen to that voice inside your head that says, how did I get here? Stop working so hard and stop leaving yourself so tired and start something that you believe in and start living you. Take a look in the mirror, that gorgeous person. They want you to go for it. Run to your nearest cliff face when you run out of ground. Leap and your wings will appear. So stop working so hard and stop leaving yourself so tired and start something that you believe in and start living you. And don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. Just be yourself. And stop being asleep at the wheel and start doing what your heart wants and start living you. Yeah, start living you. Oh, start living you. Just don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. Just be yourself. And don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. Just be yourself. Oh no, don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. Just be yourself. Rock and roll on a mountaintop in Iceland. That should have been the name of the new album. Rock and roll on a mountaintop in Iceland. Hey, Britt, like my hoodie? Just did a costume change for you. All right, so thanks for being here, legends. Because you're here, here's a download link of that song. You can go check that out. Yeah, it won't be out till I probably won't get around to actually putting it out. Maybe till tomorrow. So you get advanced copies. And if you want to join the Backstage Pass, some of you legends, you already know about the Backstage Pass and have been Backstage Pass members, which I thank you for. Yes, and you get the entire album. It's actually a double album. 25 songs included when you become a Backstage Pass member. So I'm just doing that at the moment. Give people even more reason to become a Backstage Pass member. And I'm doing a couple of extra Backstage Pass streams at the moment, doing some songwriting streams, and the Backstage Pass concerts. There's tons of music coming out this year. So thanks for being here. I'm probably going to alternate these single launches. I'm basically doing one a week for the rest of the year. So it's either going to be Tuesday, 7 p.m. Melbourne time, or this time, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Melbourne time. So come and join. It's going to be fun. I'm just going to keep releasing music, sharing new stuff. So I'm excited about releasing all of this music. Feel like it's a really unique album project. And if you've missed any of the previous songs, Where can you get them? You actually can't get them anywhere. No, you can. You can get them on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp. They're the 3 places that I'm releasing music. I'm not releasing anything on the scheming platforms. Probably for at least another year or so. Anyway, that's it. Big love. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. See you next time. See you next week. Bye. Look at that man.